Yo, what's going on guys, it's Rest, and due to high demand, in this video I want to go over my Moze build that I was running in my best scar video. I got a lot of you guys commenting asking me if I could post this build, so I figured I would tune it up a little bit and make it as powerful as I could. This build is very fun and it is insanely good for mobbing, and the damage reduction you get from it is just crazy. This is a very tanky slash survivability build that can put out a ton of damage, and if you like using Jacob's weapons, this is 100% the build for you. So if that interests you, as always, my builds are located in my Discord channel if you'd like to download them. The link for the Discord will be in the description. If you download the build, enjoy the video, find it helpful in any way, consider subscribing and dropping a like. It's free and it's what allows me to keep making videos like this for you guys. But with all that being said, I hope you enjoy this build. Alright, so as you see here, we're going to be running a very Western themed build. I'm kind of using this as like a Western future type thing. You know, it's based all around your shields and then just some like Jacob's weapons. So we're running the Maggie. Maggie is very, very good, as we all know. It actually got buffed in one of the recent hotfixes to do even more damage than it already does. But this is going to just absolutely just let you destroy for mobbing. It's super fun to use. And as you see, we have an anoint. We're on 50% health, you get 150% bonus radiation damage. This is going to be the trend for all the weapons due to artifact we're going to be running. And that is going to pair really well with our shield build. Now, we're also going to run the Hellwalker. Hellwalker again is just insanely good. The burst damage you get from this is crazy. It really helps with things like Groundbreaker. You can just instantly just shoot a ton of shots out and melee an enemy. They're going to die if they don't die to the Hellwalker already. Now we are going to be getting 5 shots with our Hellwalker with some of our skills and, you know, perks that we're going to have, which I will get into in a second. And 5 shots on Hellwalker, you know, and it can be more since you're playing Moze, is kind of insane. Now we have a Skull Mash right here, which also got buffed. Like I said, exact same annoying. This is very, very good. It's just like the other two, but this is just your long range option. It's going to just melt enemies insanely quick. And, you know, it can also be used at close range because you can just spam it like a shotgun. Now, for the rockets right here, I have a quickie and then 2 backburners right here. This is for bossing. The quickie is going to be very good paired with some for the road. You can just instantly shoot this just constantly and then stack a ton of sticky bombs up on a target and just instantly kill whatever boss in the game. Then these are also very good for things like Wotan. So the rockets are literally just for bossing. You can use them for mobbing if you want to, but I would definitely stick to these for mobbing. These also can do well for bossing if you're, you know, in a situation that you don't have ammo or whatever. But for the main part for this build, to make everything work, you can essentially use whatever weapons you want to with this build. This is just the theme that I'm going for this type of, you know, build. But the Bloodletter class mod, this was giving you 24% critical wet damage, 29% weapon magazine size, and 58% Jacob's critical damage. This is obviously really good for all your Jacob's weapons, and even the critical damage is good for something like the quickie too. So if you don't know, the Bloodletter is basically gonna let Moze mainly focus on her shield bar. So it's, you know, it says whenever Moze will be healed, she gains shields instead, and if she has health regeneration, she just gains shield regeneration. The Bloodletter is gonna be insanely good paired with our shield, which is the new Beskar, and we have after exiting Iron Barrier, you gain 75% increased shields and health for 25 seconds. Very, very good survivability anointing for Moze. And if you didn't watch my other video, this is giving you a 100% chance to reflect projectiles while shielded and 50% damage reduction while shielded. This is gonna be crazy. The projectiles is okay. The main thing you really want is a 50% damage reduction while shielded, which is gonna make you very, very tanky, especially paired with one of your other skills. To make this even better, we're going to be running a Atom Bomb Deathless, and the reason I'm running Atom Bomb is because we have, you know, URAD on all our weapons, so that's going to buff URAD even more. But the main thing is the Deathless, so you have even more shields than you already would, and your health is going to be reserved to 1. So since it's reserved to 1, you're always going to be proccing this and one of your other skills, which we'll get into in a second. But this is giving you more radiation damage, more health regeneration, which is just shield regeneration, and then more magazine size, which is really, really nice. And then finally, for the grenade, we have a Hot Spring. This is a new grenade. On grenade throw, you get more weapon, grenade, and axial damage. This is essentially just going to throw a healing pool down, and it's as simple as that. You get bonuses, plus the healing pool is going to heal your shields if you're ever in a dire situation. You could just throw that on the ground, and you're going to start healing to max with everything else that's going on. Now, getting to the skills, we're going to start Shield Retribution. We're putting 5 points of armor and infantry, so we get more gun damage and 13% damage reduction whenever our shields are active. So this is always going to be procced. You're always going to have this damage reduction on top of what the Beskar is already giving you. and the damage is also nice. 5 points of Selfless Vengeance. This is going to be really good for things like the Hellwalker. So whenever you load, you're going to get 15% bonus damage, and you remove 5% of your health. Since you're already at 1 health, you don't remove any health. And it's a shield focus build, so you don't really have to worry about health. But this is going to just give you more damage on top of what you're already doing. 5 points of Drown in Brass. So whenever we kill an enemy, we get 20% gun damage per stack, and it's stacked up to 3 times. So it's 60% damage, which is crazy. 3 points of Thin Red Line, so we get more shields and reserve 60% of our max health. You're running Deathless, so the reserve health thing doesn't even matter, but this does also give you more shields to just have a stupid amount of shields almost. 1 point Experiment Condition, so whenever you crit an enemy, we get 15% bonus scenario damage, which is nice. 3 points of Desperate Measures, which is getting buffed to 6 with our class mod, so we get up to 100% bonus damage on however low our health is. So we get 100% damage from this and 150% damage from our Anoint. Those two combined just to make the guns just do an absurd amount of damage. Then 5 points of Vengeance Doctrine, which is getting buffed to 7. So whenever we kill an enemy, we're going to get 14% more damage and 21% max shields. These do not have a stack limit, but each lasts 30 seconds. So you can theoretically just get an absurd amount of shields and damage with this skill. And you will be getting that because you'll be killing everything really quickly. Now, for the actual action skill, Iron Bear, you don't really care about it. You're really just using it for survivability if you just need to hop in and get out real quick, or if you're proccing your Anoint. So I'm just running the Railgun. You can run whatever. Like I said, if you want to just run something like Bare Fist with Close the Distance just to pull enemies in, you can. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. The main thing is we're just trying to proc the Anoint. You're never really actually going to use Iron Bear. The next skill tree, we have 5 points of Cloud with Lead, so every 4th shot does not consume ammo, and we do bonus incinerate damage, which is even more incinerate damage for this build. Then I have 4 points in Match Set, and the reason I have 4 is because this, combined with all our magazine size increases, and since we have 3 Jacob's weapons equipped, that is what is allowing the Hellwalker to get to 5 shots, and that is going to equal to 3 shots with the Hellwalker, and then it can be 4, sometimes 5 if you have your ammo regeneration stuff procced at the right time, and you can just spam the Hellwalker constantly over and over again, which is really fun. And speaking of ammo regeneration, 1 point redistribution, so we get more health generation and ammo regeneration whenever we get a crit. Health generation is going to obviously heal your shields, which is nice, and then ammo regeneration, so you can keep shooting guns over and over again. 3 points of Soak to Ember, so we get 30% more incinerate damage. We're basically just buffing every incinerate skill that I've already went over. 5 points of Scrappy, so whenever we're moving, we get more weapon damage, handling, weapon swap speed, and motion speed. Really good. And this is going to pair well with the Russian offensive, so whenever we're sprinting, you can shoot, which is going to equal to moving. And when you shoot an enemy while you're moving, you're going to get 8% lifesteal to keep regenerating your shields even more and more. 5 points of Scorching RPM, so we get more fire rate and critical hit damage, which is really nice. 5 points into Iron Bank, so we get more magazine size, which is again going to help out, getting your Hellwalker to 5 shots. 1 point in Sun for the Road, so whenever we exit Iron Bear, you have infinite ammo for 5 seconds. This is what I was talking about with the rockets. You can just literally spam rockets everywhere. 1 point in Forge, so you get 5% ammo regeneration at all times, and you're just never going to have to reload your guns. You'll have to reload the Hellwalker, but that is, like I said, going to help proc things like Selfless Vengeance. Now, since we're doing a lot of incinerate damage, I'm going to be putting 5 points of Biofuel, her new skill tree, so whenever Moze or Iron Bear, mainly Moze is what we're focusing on, ignites an enemy, they get health regeneration. This is actually going to regenerate your shields as well, thanks to the Bloodletter, and you can get up to 3.5% per second. This is going to be insane with all our other health regeneration perks. It makes the survivability insane. You have a dumb amount of damage reduction, you have a dumb amount of shields being regenerated at all times, and you even have lifesteal at certain points if you just ever need to get instant health, and you also have your grenades you can throw on the ground too. Alright, but that is going to do it for the Bloodletter Moze build. Like I said, I know a lot of you guys wanted this and requested me to make a build video on it, and I hope this definitely lives up to what you guys wanted it, because this build is super fun. Like I already said, you don't have to use these weapons. You can use whatever weapon you want to. You can use the absolute meta weapons to make this build even stronger, or you can just use fun gimmick weapons too, and it's still going to work. The main thing you really want is just a URAD Anoint, and pretty much any gun with that is going to perform well with this build. But that's going to do all for me for this video. I really hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Prada Bay, run away, don't go. I'm in hell, might as well just go. Losing track, don't take my soul. I'm in first, you too late.